Hey guys, Ryan here, and welcome to the mental card read revealed video. And before we get into the execution of the trick, I just want to quickly mention that I know there's a wide range of people watching this video with varying mentalism and magic experience, all the way from the raw rookie who's never done a magic trick or mentalism effect in their life, all the way up to the professional level magician or mentalist. And the reason I bring this up is because it's very difficult to teach a magic or mentalism trick when you have varying skill levels of people watching. So what we decided to do with this one is to meet somewhere in the middle. So if you're already experienced, this effect might be somewhat basic to you, and you might already have something similar that you're using already. Now, of course, you can still watch this to brush up, but even if you do decide to skip it, don't worry, we do have other things in the pipeline that we'll be sending you later on that you'll absolutely love. And even if you are a beginner, I still believe that if you're a fast learner and have a couple of hours of practice time, you can be performing this trick as soon as tonight, but that doesn't mean you should be. Even after you have the mechanics of this, or really any trick down, you should spend just as much time working on your delivery and your presentation of the trick or effect. Presentation and creativity is what separates the amateurs from the pros. We could take this mental card read trick and give it to Chris or David, and Chris Angel or David Blaine is who I'm referring to. And by the way, they both have versions of this trick in their arsenal. But if anyone saw them do this trick, it would be absolutely breathtaking. That's because they take each trick and effect and they are creative with it. They make it their own, and they're constantly working on that presentation. Alright, most magic and mentalism, once you know the secrets and mechanics of how it's done, it's really very basic and simple. It's all about the presentation, the delivery, and how you sell it to your audience. Now, I know I'm going off on a bit of a rant here, but I want to make it clear, especially to the rookies, we can and will at Master Mentalism show you a ton of killer magic and mentalism, the same stuff you see being done on TVs by guys like Chris Angel and David Blaine and David Copperfield and Darren Brown. But if you want to perform at anywhere near their level, it's going to take some practice, not only on the execution of the tricks, but on the presentation and on your personality and your ability to sell what you're doing to your audience. Okay, enough on that. Let's move on to the mental card read. You're about to learn how you can produce a normal deck of playing cards and ask a spectator to cut the deck anywhere they like. They remove the card they've cut to without letting you see it, and they concentrate on its design. After a few moments of concentration, you announce the exact card they've chosen, as if you've read their mind. Alright, so let's reveal exactly how it's done. You'll need a normal deck of cards, but you need to arrange them in a special order. Magicians and mentalists refer to this as a stacked deck. One of the easiest and most effective methods for stacking a deck is the Stebbins system. In this system, each card has a value. A jack is valued 11, a queen 12, and a king 13. All the other cards take on their respective value. So a 4 is valued 4. A 7 is what? A 7, right? And so on, alright? And the ace is valued 1. The suits are also arranged in the order clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds. The easiest way to remember this is by the word chased with the vowels dropped out. So clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds. So the way it works is you start with any club, and then for the next card in the stack, you add 3 to its value and make it a heart. For the next, add 3 again and make it a spade. And then for the next card, add 3 again and make it a diamond. In that order, clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds. And then when you get to the end, to the diamonds, you start up again with clubs. So when you're adding 3 to 11, 12, or 13, that's when it gets a bit tricky. Because then you need to subtract 13 from the total to get the value from your next card. So let me say that part again because it gets a little bit confusing. When you're adding 3 to either 11, 12, or 13, you need to then take that total and subtract 13 from it to get the value of the next card. And remember, jack is 11, queen is 12, and king is 13. So if we have a queen of clubs, we'd have a queen, which is 12, and we'd add 3. So that would be 15 for our total. And then remember, since it's a jack, queen, or king, we have to subtract 13. So 15 minus 13 equals 2. So our next card will be a 2, and since the queen was a club, the next suit on deck is hearts. Remember, chased. Clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds. Therefore, the next card would be the 2 of hearts. And the system repeats like this until the whole deck is stacked. Alright, so for example, if you started with the 3 of clubs, the stacked order would be the 3 of clubs. We're going to add 3 to that. That gives 6. And after clubs is hearts. The next card is the 6 of hearts. The next one is, hopefully you can shout it out by this point. All right. It's the 9, because we add 3 to that 6, giving us 9. And the next suit is spades. So 9 of spades. All right. So next we have the queen of diamonds. And this is where it gets even more tricky, because remember, the queen is 12. So when we add 3 to the 12, we get 15. But now we need to subtract 13. Giving us 2. So we have 2 in the next suit. We start over. We were at diamonds with the queen, so we start over at the beginning of chased, which is C, clubs. So the next card is 2 of clubs. Then we go to the 5 of hearts, right? And then the 8 of spades, and so on. And you'll want to place the cards face up as you stack them. Now, I completely understand if this is a bit confusing at first, but remember, you can watch this video as many times as you need to. Plus, I've included a quick cheat sheet that you can print out, and that should help a lot, especially if you're a visual learner. Okay, so now you should have your deck stacked and ready to go, so let's move on. When displaying the deck to your spectator, make sure you fan them and let them see the faces of the cards. And don't make a point of this, just fan them as you say, this is a normal deck of cards, alright? Whatever you do, don't say, as you can see, they're in no particular order. Statements like this should be implied non-verbally. This is important. Later on, if the spectator tries to reconstruct the trick and work out how it was done, if they can remember you casually spreading the cards, they'll discount any theories about the deck being in a special order, or perhaps all the same card. Alright, so next you want to put the stacked deck face down on the table and invite a spectator to cut the deck anywhere they like. Get them to place the top half of the deck face down next to the bottom half, and invite them to take the top card from the bottom deck and keep it a secret. Pick up the bottom half of the deck, place it on the top half, then pick up the whole deck. You now need to glance at the bottom card on the deck, alright? And there are a couple of ways of doing this. You can either put the cards back into their box, casually glancing at the bottom card as you do so, or better still, hold the deck in front of you as if demonstrating to the spectator how to hold their card. And either method really will need a simple verbal misdirection, such as, now hold your card up, keeping it secret, and concentrate on the design. And as they concentrate, ask them to look into your eyes and pretend you're looking for subtle psychological clues as to the value of their card. You can also look at micro movements in their facial muscles. All you need to do to name their card is work out the next one in the sequence. So if the bottom card was the Ace of Hearts, then you know that their card is the 4 of spades. Hopefully you're able to shout that out. If not, it's okay. You'll have the ability to go back and watch this video, look at the cheat sheet until you really get it down. All right. And rather than simply just naming their card, you want to increase the drama and effect of mind reading by revealing it bit by bit. The color first, then whether it's a low, high, or picture card, then name the card in full. And to really play with the system, you can subtly suggest that you're about to read the wrong card. For instance, let's say the spectator's card is the 9 of clubs. You might reveal it in the following way. Okay, it's a black card, yes? And then you look for some visual confirmation. I'm getting an a 5, a 5. No, it sounds like 5, it's a 9, yes? It's definitely not a spade, so it must be the 9 of clubs. Alright, so that's one way you can do it. And another method of revealing the chosen card is to draw it on a notepad. Keep your drawing hidden, then invite the spectator to turn around their card and announce the design. You can then flip over your notepad, revealing the exact same design. This is a terrific routine, and with a little thought, the Cy Stebbins stack can also be used for many other mind-reading effects. You'd be amazed with the amount of creative tricks and effects that professional magicians and mentalists do with the exact stack deck that you've just learned, and with a little practice that you'll become very proficient at. Plus, another huge benefit is that the stack is instantly ready to use again simply by putting the spectator's chosen card on top of the deck face down. Now later on in Master Mentalism, we'll get into other methods for stacking decks as well as other card forces, but don't discount the sidestep and stack deck. It's easy once you get it down, and it works. Alright, so there it is. I hope you enjoyed it and that you're able to go out and freak a ton of people out with it. And really, this is just the tip of the iceberg of what we have in store for you. So if you want more cool free videos like this one, plus free access to the Cy7's cheat sheet that I talked about earlier in the video, as well as the Mental Card Read Revealed companion report. All you have to do is simply enter your name and email address on this page, and I'll instantly send you over a link where you can access the cheat sheet as well as the companion report. And then over the next several days, I'll send you more cool free videos and content to your email address, just as a way to welcome you to the Master Mentalism family. So thank you so much for taking time to watch this video. I really enjoyed making it for you. Enter your name and email address on this page, and I'll see you on the other side.